Hey there, my friends. Today, I want to share something truly special with you, something that might just change the way you see yourself. Because let's be honest, we all have moments of doubt. We question our strength, our abilities, and whether we're really capable of achieving what we dream of. But here's the truth, you are so much stronger than you think. Sometimes, life throws challenges at us that feel overwhelming. It's easy to believe that we're not ready, that we're not good enough, or that we don't have what it takes. But what if I told you that the strength you're looking for is already inside you? You just have to see it, believe it, and use it. In this story, we'll dive deep into what it really means to find your inner strength. It's not just about being tough, it's about resilience, about knowing that no matter what happens, you can rise again. So, take a deep breath, relax, and listen closely. Let's go on this journey together. And of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share what part of this story speaks to you the most. Now, let's begin. Chapter 1, Strength Comes from Challenges. Think about a time when you faced something really difficult. Maybe it was a moment when you felt like giving up, when everything seemed too heavy to carry. We've all been there. But have you ever noticed that when you look back at those moments, you realize something? You survived. You made it through. And whether you realized it or not, you became stronger because of it. Strength isn't something you're just born with. It's something that's built over time. It grows with every challenge, every setback, and every obstacle you overcome. It's like a muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. But here's the thing, most people don't realize how strong they really are because they've never been tested. The truth is, every difficulty in your life is an opportunity. It's a chance to grow, to push beyond your limits, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The pain, the struggle, the moments of doubt, those are the things that shape you. They're not there to break you, they're there to make you. So, instead of fearing challenges, start seeing them differently. Start seeing them as a part of your journey, a necessary step toward becoming the strongest version of yourself. And remember, the only way to discover your true strength is to go through things that test it. Chapter 2, Your mind is your greatest weapon. Your body can be strong, but without the right mindset, that strength doesn't mean much. Your mind is your most powerful weapon. It's the difference between success and failure, between giving up and pushing forward. Imagine two people facing the same challenge. One person believes, this is too hard, I'll never make it. The other person thinks, this is tough, but I'll figure it out. Who do you think will succeed? It's not about who is stronger physically, it's about who believes in themselves more. Your thoughts shape your actions. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not strong enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough, guess what? You'll start acting like it's true. But the moment you shift your mindset, everything changes. When you start telling yourself, I can handle this, or I will find a way, your brain starts looking for solutions instead of excuses. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that strength comes from outside, having the perfect circumstances, getting support from others, or waiting for the right moment. But real strength? It starts in your mind. It comes from the belief that no matter what happens, you will keep going. So, my friends, start training your mind the same way you would train your body. Challenge your thoughts. Replace doubt with confidence. And most importantly, never let fear control you. Because the strongest people in the world aren't the ones who never feel fear, they're the ones who feel it and move forward anyway. Chapter 3, Fear is not your enemy. Let's talk about fear. Most people think of fear as a bad thing, something to avoid at all costs. But what if I told you that fear is actually your greatest teacher? Think about it, every time you feel fear, it's because you're stepping into something new, something uncertain. And that's not a bad thing. In fact, it's proof that you're growing. If you never feel fear, it means you're staying in the same place, never pushing yourself beyond your limits. Fear isn't there to stop you. It's there to challenge you. To see if you're willing to push past it. Because on the other side of fear, that's where your strength is waiting. Have you ever noticed that when you finally do the thing you were scared of, it wasn't as bad as you thought? That's because fear is mostly in your mind. Your brain tries to protect you from discomfort, from failure, from the unknown. But here's the secret, you don't have to listen to it. The next time you feel fear creeping in, don't run away. Don't let it control you. Instead, recognize it, face it, and take action anyway. Because the only way to truly overcome fear is to go through it. And every time you do, you become stronger. Chapter 4, The Power of Persistence. Now let's talk about one of the most important traits of truly strong people, persistence. You see, talent is great. Intelligence is great. But do you know what really separates successful people from everyone else? They don't quit. Life will test you. You'll face setbacks. You'll experience failures. Things won't always go as planned. But if you keep going, if you refuse to give up, you will succeed. It's that simple. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. Do you think they never failed? Of course, they did. The difference is, they didn't let failure define them. They saw failure as a lesson, as a stepping stone to something greater. Here's the truth, most people fail not because they aren't capable, but because they give up too soon. They stop trying when things get hard. They let doubt creep in. But if you can keep moving forward, even when it feels impossible, you will be unstoppable. So remember, strength isn't just about how much you can handle in the moment. It's about how long you're willing to fight for what you want. No matter how slow the progress, as long as you don't stop, you are winning. Chapter 5, Self-Belief is your superpower. If there's one thing that can change everything for you, it's believing in yourself. It sounds simple, but it's one of the hardest things for people to do. Why? Because we've been conditioned to doubt ourselves. We compare ourselves to others, we listen to negative voices, and we start thinking, maybe I'm not good enough. But here's the truth, you are enough. Right now, exactly as you are. You don't need anyone's permission to chase your dreams. You don't need someone to tell you that you're capable. You just need to believe it yourself. Think about it. Every successful person you admire started as a regular person. The difference? They believed in themselves before anyone else did. And that belief is what pushed them forward, even when no one else saw their potential. So, my friends, if you're waiting for the perfect moment to feel confident, stop waiting. Confidence doesn't come first, action comes first. The more you push yourself, the more you prove to yourself that you can do it. And that's when confidence grows. From now on, anytime you catch yourself doubting your abilities, flip the script. Tell yourself, I can do this. I am capable. I will succeed. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Chapter 6, Surround yourself with the right people. You are a reflection of the people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with negative, toxic, or unmotivated people, it's going to be much harder to grow. But if you surround yourself with people who inspire you, push you, and believe in you, you will rise. Think about it, when you're around someone who constantly complains, doubts themselves, or makes excuses, that energy rubs off on you. But when you're around someone who is driven, positive, and full of ambition, it lights a fire inside you. That's why it's so important to choose your circle wisely. Be around people who push you to be better, who encourage you to keep going when things get tough. And just as importantly, be that person for others. Inspire the people around you. Be the friend who lifts others up. If you don't have those kinds of people in your life right now, don't worry. You can create that environment. Read books that inspire you. Listen to motivational talks. Follow people who remind you of the person you want to become. Fill your mind with greatness, and soon enough, you will become great too. At the end of the day, no one succeeds alone. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your strength, and you'll never forget how powerful you truly are. My friends, if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this: you are stronger than you think. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or someone else's approval to step into your power. Everything you need is already inside you. Fear? It's just a test. Doubt? It's only temporary. Challenges? They're there to make you stronger, not to break you. But here's the key, you have to keep going. You have to believe in yourself even when no one else does. You have to push forward even when it feels impossible. Because on the other side of struggle is growth, and on the other side of doubt is success. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Take action even when you're scared. And most importantly, never give up on yourself. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Share your thoughts, your struggles, or a moment when you overcame doubt. Let's support and inspire each other. And remember, you are capable of more than you can imagine. Keep pushing forward, and watch how your life changes.